Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today we're reviewing Frankenstein, Agent of Shade, the new 52 book, Volume 1, War of the Monsters, written by Jeff Lemire and with art by Alberto Ponticelli. J.G. Jones did the covers, right? Which they look pretty cool, right? Though how he can fire that minigun with one hand, I don't know. Because don't they usually put the trigger at the back? Like it's like a two-handed gun. Also, I should mention, before I do the review, I should mention there's a comic book haul at the end of this video. Well, it's trades and graphic novels, so if that sounds like your thing, stay around near the end. Also, I was looking for the Digimon Tri movies. I'm thinking of reviewing an anime film for the weekend. So the options are the Digimon Tri movies. I'll start with the first one, Reunion. Or, I found this, the Pokemon Legends, which comes with 4 Pokemon movies. You got Forever, Heroes the movie, Pokemon Jirachi, Wishmaker, and Pokemon Destiny Deoxys, the movie. So, if you want me to review either Digimon Tri or one of these, let me know in the comments below. Alright? So, for this book, it comes with the first 6 issues. Right? And it's 15 US, 17 Canadian. Alright? Show you the interior art. Which I'm not a huge fan of the interior art, but it's not bad. It's just like, not my cup of tea. Like, especially how they draw Ray Palmer. Ray Palmer's face is a bit like bland and blocky. But overall, I thought the action was good, and the action scenes were good, and the monster designs were good. Right. So well, there's a couple stories in this book. First off, this is kind of this takes place in the new 52 universe, right? So it's kind of like a reboot. So Frankenstein, though at the end of the Flashpoint book, he did join Shade. Here he was. What's different in this book? He's been an agent of Shade for a while now, for decades, right? And he's reintroduced to the team of the Creature Commandos, and this is like the first time, he meets them, right? And things are a little different. Griffith, there's the team. Griffith is still the werewolf. The vampire Velcoro is still there. Dr. Nina Mazursky, she was a human in this universe who turned herself into the fish lady. And you have this Egyptian mummy named Callus who joins the team, right? And the werewolf does not talk like a dummy. In this book, he talks like a normal person, right? But him and Velcro still hate each other or get on each other's nerves, right? All right. So the first story is basically there's this town. Well, they show a dog death, which I'm not a huge fan of that. It starts off with dog death. And it turns out there's this town called Bone Lake or whatever, where they've been sacrificing kids to the monsters that live in this lake. But at one point, the monsters of the lake decide, fuck it, and come out to kill and eat everybody, right? And Shade goes in. They set up a perimeter, right? And it turns out at the bottom of this lake is a portal to this monster planet that our characters have to go and defeat the three monster titans that spawn the different races of these monsters, right? Which are like these fish monsters, these ogre monsters, and these spider monsters, right? There's everybody's reaction to the monster horde, right? And the giant monsters in this book are pretty cool, right? Oh, I was totally wrong, by the way. I totally remember Steve Trevor being the leader of Shade. It turns out it's this little girl here who is Father Time, an immortal that Lady Frankenstein and Frankenstein have known for a long time, who's an immortal, but he has to regenerate a new body every 10 years, right? So this time he's like a little girl, which is kind of creepy, right? And Shade's base in this book is a 3-inch indestructible floating sphere that was made by Ray Palmer's technology, right? And other story in this book is they introduced the war wheels from like Suicide Squad is in this book, right? I thought that was cool, right? And they also there's the war wheels, right? And the GI robots are here, but they look like nothing like they did from the first book. I mean the Flashpoint tie-in, right? Another story is Checkmate needs Shade's help to bring in OMAC, right? And I don't know much about OMAC, but yeah, there's a fight. You got a fight between OMAC and Shade, right? Or just Frankenstein, actually. And it turns out they weren't really after OMAC to be... Oh, also Frankenstein gets his arm ripped off. They weren't really after OMAC, they were after Brother Eye. But they were able to capture Brother Eye, but the final arc in this book, also there's like a side mission where there's like an homage to Watchmen here, where you find out Frankenstein fought in Vietnam with this guy named Quantum, who's kind of like Dr. Manhattan, right? And they go to kill him, right? Right. But while that's going on, Brother Eye infected the Humanids, which are these like disposable artificial synthetics that work for Shade, that are destroyed in 24 hours, right? But like Brother Eye infected them and gave them consciousness, so they gain awareness and they try to take over Shade, but like they get stopped, right? And but before that they released the failed creature commandos that Dr. Nina Mazursky created, right? Which is like you have like a blob monster, this spiked girl monster, which reminds me of the trans Pinhead that we're going to get. A lot of people think that the new Pinhead actress is a female. Look it up, guys. She's a male to female trans. Man, I was watching one live stream where the guy was talking about him, and like he didn't know he was the actress was trans, and I wanted to tell her so much, but it was like nah, tell him so much, but I thought it would be funny if I didn't. I didn't find out. Also, Palmer doesn't have his costume, and he says, I don't need a costume, fuck costumes. Which I wasn't a fan of that. So overall, I like the book. It has this like Hellboy feel to it, which I liked in the first series, and what I enjoyed here. But if you ever read the Hellboy comics, they don't have a lot of action. This is an action-packed, fun adventure book, and I really enjoyed it. I'm giving it a 7.5 out of 10. Right, and my next review, which I fucking left the book upstairs, is going to be Punisher, Welcome to the Bayou, written by Victor Gischler, and it's a Punisher Max book. So I'm going to show off the books I got at the dollar store. One of the people I lived with, I told them I was going out for pizza, and they were like, "Oh, go get us chips at the dollar store." And they sell trays at the dollar store, and they got some new books in, and they got a lot of new books that looks fucking awesome, right? I got the first book I picked up is this hardcover, JLA, written by Mark Wade and art by Fabian Nessia. JLA, Midsummer's Nightmare. Which this normally goes for like $34. I got it for $4. Oh my fuck. Usually the dollar store has shit books, but like once in a while, man, they get a bunch of good looking ones. Next I got, this is mostly DC by the way, but this is like the only Marvel book I got. Chaos War Avengers, which has Captain Marvel, male Captain Marvel and the Swordsman. And I paid $4 for this. Yeah, so this looks cool. I don't know if these are the Thunderbolts, but like, yeah, it looks cool. Well, I guess it's the Avengers because it's called the Avengers. But, yeah, this looks cool. Can't wait to... I actually picked up like a Captain Marvel book, but like when I tried to record that review, it didn't like say properly. Sorry, that video didn't say properly, but it was like a Miss Marvel Civil War tie-in. So we might review this before that, because this looks cool, man. Next book is by Brad Meltzer. And I'm not a huge fan of Brad Meltzer, but this looks cool. Justice League of America, The Tornado's Path. And you got Michael J. Turner who did the cover. Alright. This was also $4. So, interesting lineup here. When did this come out? Because this, wasn't, what's his name, Hal Jordan dead around the, I don't know. But Michael J. Turner just did the cover. Ed Bynes did Ed Bynes, whoever that is, I don't know, did the art. But this looks cool. Next is a Batman book, but is a crossover. Batman and Deathblow After the Fire. This is written by Brian Azzarello with art by Lee Barmajo and Tim Bradstreet. Which Lee Barmajo is supposed to be this awesome artist, right? Look at that art, man. That's some pretty cool art. And Deathblow, for people who don't know, it was an Image comic book character. But I get I guess went to Wildstorm after Jim Lee left, and a bunch of was it just I don't think it wasn't just Jim Lee, but like a bunch of Image guys left Image and sold their characters to DC, and that created the Wildstorm universe, which doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, so it's like a Deathblow book. So I don't know if this is any good, but you know, we'll see. Oh, and I have another Brad Meltzer book with Alex Ross cover, which is Brad Meltzer, Jeff Johns, Justice League of America, The Lightning Saga. Apparently, the Patton Oswalt did the introduction. Patton Oswalt, the guy who allegedly may or may not have did something with his wife. Allegedly, I don't know. So what's the interior art look like? It's not bad. Not bad. Oh, it looks like the JSA and the Legion of, what's it called? The Legion of Superheroes is in the book. Yeah, this looks cool. I don't have a lot of Justice League books. So, you know, I like to see more, and I can't say no to, like, an Alex Ross cover. Yeah, so that's it for this comic book haul, or trade haul, and see you guys later. Bye.